sleep with your new buddy.
Yes. we're starting with you feeling better. And, okay, so welcome to wow, this makes four episodes for us.
Woo!
Woo! Good number. Well, unless you're in Japan. Unless you're in Japan. Which I guess could be a bad omen, I mean.
Yep, the GM's gonna try and kill us.
Doesn't it mean death?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a superstition anyway.
Isn't it more like similar sounding words?
Mm-hmm. She can say 4 in 2 different ways, but one of the ways is the same way as saying death.
Mm.
Okay, I don't speak Japanese, so I wouldn't actually know. Welcome to the GM Breakers. I'm TG, the Game Master here. As usual, I'm joined by Christian, Evergreen, and Melissa.
With the baby.
And the baby. And I'm only saying it in that order because that's typically how we sit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to go over your characters just for anyone who might be joining us for the first time? Or
Sure, why not? Christian, go ahead.
Sure. So, I'm playing as a half dark elf by the name of Brian. He's typically our thief.
He's also afraid of the dark.
Yes, that too. And typically has very sticky fingers and has made a new friend.
Yes.
A corpse.
Yes, the corpse. the corpse of the Duke.
I wish I could say that's the weirdest thing our group has done.
But it's not.
Anyway, I'm Evergreen, and I'm currently playing an elf named Alara. Not Alora. Just
Alara.
saying. Alara.
She's being very specific about that.
Yes, the character's very picky about it. She's actually very picky about it.
I like picking out weird names, and apparently some of them have a tendency to sound like normal names, so I will get picky about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then my name is Melissa, and I am playing a human by the name of Eva, and she is apparently a knight.
Yes, did not start out that way, but became that way.
Yep.
I keep forgetting to mention this. We have an email. If you guys have any questions or just want to send stuff to us, you can email us at the gmbreakers@gmail.com, and it's all lowercase. And
we have it up here on screen.
Well, not necessarily on screen. I'm not that fancy, but it's in the description. I mean, not everyone's going to be listening to this on YouTube, which is the main place, but I mean, I'm hoping that people will listen to this on iTunes and other places where you can listen to podcasts, which won't necessarily have a screen.
All right.
And hopefully soon we'll have a Facebook and a Twitter page set up. We also have a Tumblr if anyone's on Tumblr.
It's mostly just going to be out of context quotes.
We have a lot of those. Well,
yes.
We will have a lot of those.
Well, mostly because we find them funny.
Yeah.
When I get around to it, I'll add in little images of our characters.
Yep.
And
It's all very new being set up, so.
But yeah, I just wanted to let everyone know that if they are interested, they can get a hold of us. Can't guarantee we will immediately answer any questions or anything like that, but once we get to it, we will, I guess, get to it.
Yep.
Anyway, so yeah, you guys spent the night with the woodsmith. It's not no, and yet you're not wrong. It is the dawn of the third day.
What?
Zelda reference.
It was a Zelda reference.
Dude!
We're not Zelda.
Dude, we're not even 2 minutes into this, and I'm already having to throw something at you.
We had this conversation. Was it
It's a 3!
Was it last time or a couple episodes ago where we argued about whether or not this was Zelda?
Last
That's
time.
the last episode.
Oh man, it feels so long ago.
Give me my dice back.
Oh yeah, here you go.
Still rolled a 3 on it though.
And I rolled another 3!
It is the third day.
Hush.
Okay.
I will throw this baby bottle at you.
But Theo's not done with it.
He's almost done with it.
Okay.
So
You're continuing.
the owner of the cabin does eventually. I realized he didn't introduce himself to you guys last time.
As long as his name's not Hagrid or Hagar.
It wasn't either. It was going to be Jeremy.
Ooh, I like that.
He introduces himself as Jeremy. He's a. What are you looking up?
The name of that guy from Frozen who ran that shop.
Oh gosh.
The shop owner. I honestly I've only seen Frozen once.
I should know it. I should.
I have only seen Frozen once.
Trading Post.
I didn't care for Frozen.
Yeah, and Sauna.
Wandering Oaken's Trading Post
Okay.
and Sauna.
I did not care for Frozen. I'll be honest with you guys on that.
Well, after you listen to Let It Go on the radio
Hundreds of times.
You know,
You
actually,
let your feelings go.
I missed all of that. I was not connected to the radio during that time.
Oh yeah, you were kind of out.
I was kind of out of society.
Anyone who was not, anyone who was on their mission during that time, aka my brother, didn't really feel a connection to Frozen as far as I'm noticing.
Well, then you are lucky.
Yeah, no,
You survived the Frozen apocalypse.
Yeah.
the Froculips.
It was not a Froculips, it was a Frozen apocalypse. There's a difference.
Anyway.
Just gotta follow what Olaf says.
What?
What?
Go eat the yellow snow.
Dude!
But that's what Olaf said.
Dude!
He even has his own glory.
Okay, so he introduces himself as Jeremy. He's a I keep wanting to say woodsmith, but I know that is way wrong. Woodsman, thank you.
I did not hear any difference in that.
A woodsmith is someone who works with wood, but is more commonly known as a carpenter.
Yes.
A woodsman is someone who just lives in the woods and usually ends up.
I didn't hear Smith at all. I just heard woodsman both times.
Well, no, I mean, what the name of the people who chop down trees?
Lumberjack.
Lumberjack. He's a lumberjack.
The Lumberjacks.
Oh, it's the same one.
Did you say the Lumberjacks?
Yes, I did.
What is that from?
Milo.
What?
Milo Murphy.
Oh, it was Milo Murphy. Okay. Yes. No.
Is that the cartoon with Weird Al?
Yes.
Yes.
It is now apparent that we're all fans of Disney, apparently. Well, some of us are more fans than others.
With,
There's no Disney Channel on my TV.
Yeah, no, I don't think most of the Disney I see is the movies. Anyway, wow,
I'm an
we are
avid
way,
Disney
we
person.
are
The latest Disney thing I ever saw was Descendants.
okay, so we are way off
I
topic
watched
here.
Star vs. the Forces of Evil. It's really
Technically,
good.
Star Wars is Disney.
Not Star Wars, Star versus...
Star versus the Forces of Evil.
I'm saying technically Star Wars. I did not hear what he said.
Oh, no, we were talking Disney Channel, not
Okay.
Disney movies.
Okay.
Because we also saw the Pirates of the Caribbean movie during the summer.
Oh,
a pirate's life for me.
Okay, you realize those movies are the one reason why I never run a Pirates roleplay game, right?
Well, you know, the first thing I think of is not actually
I think
Captain Jack Sparrow. I think of Ben from Treasure Planet.
That's the other reason why I don't run a Pirates theme. Look,
you know, you could say
I
Pirates
could
of the
already
Caribbean.
run a Jack. They did that.
No!
But they didn't.
Let me talk! I don't talk, okay? I don't talk a lot, just let me talk.
Talk.
You could say Pirates of the Caribbean is already a tabletop role-playing game. There, I said it. You guys can now converse.
okay, so Jeremy the Lumberjack, not the Woodsmith, or, well, technically a Woodsman, but stepped out for a few minutes early in the morning and came back and had food to prepare you guys a small breakfast.
Food. Thank you very much, Jeremy.
I am now wary.
You know what?
Wary.
Why are
He's a
you
woodsman.
wary?
Does that mean that he's the woods version of the Kingsman?
Oh,
No.
jeez.
I'm
Boo.
going to try and help Jeremy with breakfast. Just to be nice.
Okay. You begin walking, I'm not even going to have you roll, you begin walking over to where he's cooking up the fire, and he just glares at you.
I am walking away.
The fire needs to burn in order to cook food. Please do not bring your unskilled fire lighting abilities over here.
Hey! Not that bad.
I had to spend an extra half hour last night to keep this fire going. I appreciate you wanting to help, but...
Blech.
After a little bit, he's pulled the meat and eggs that he was cooking off the fire and proceeds to pass food around to you guys.
Yum. Thank you much, Jeremy.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
I say thank you on behalf of Brian.
I can talk.
Then say thank you.
I did. I said, thanks. Well, I didn't say the thanks part, but that was implied.
No, you have to actually say it.
I think he's waiting for him to give food to Brian, or to the corpse, the Duke's corpse.
No, not that out of touch.
You're not that out of touch. Okay, that I was starting to wonder. Okay, I was starting to wonder. I'm honestly, I was starting to wonder how out of touch your character was.
I just got Theo to sleep. Sorry. I mean, you can laugh just a little quieter.
I'll
Okay.
try. I'm
But
not
our
sure.
laughs are loud.
We're all rumblers when we laugh.
You guys are rumblers.
All right, continue.
Anyway, so okay, glad to hear that Brian's not that out of touch. But he is half dark elf. Thank you is not a dark elf word. In fact, the dark elves tend to be more about murdering other dark elves to gain power and status over anything else. Anyway.
Well, you know what? We're teaching him manners.
Yep.
Well, no, did Brian grow up in the dark elf community? Or did he grew up
Orphanage.
Orphanage. He was still ostracized, I'm sure, in the orphanage, though, for being, man, this poor guy. He's got a tragic backstory.
Yes, he does, which is why we're trying to rehabilitate him.
Yes. 15, 20 years after the fact.
Well, yeah, but that's when we got you. Sorry.
What game are you playing on your phone?
That's an ad.
Oh, what are you doing on your phone? Oh, that game.
What game do you think they're playing?
No, they're not playing Pokemon. Well,
She's
playing Pokemon.
Hey! I wasn't, but you just reminded me.
You were earlier.
Okay, bleh.
Okay, so,
You know what? I gotta catch my Pokemon.
Pokemon?
And I will only ever go back on that game if they bring out rolls.
What?
Relt should be out.
Ralts is out. With the new update.
I was trying to avoid playing the game.
Too bad.
Suck it up.
So I take it I'm the only one here who doesn't
Well, I know.
play.
Come on, Melissa. It's not fun if I'm doing it by myself.
Hold on, what?
The one of us chant.
I didn't hear you.
You should play. We need someone else to go with us on our raids.
I know.
I don't get out of the house often enough to validate playing it.
I don't have...
I can play it for you.
No. You're just looking for another excuse to keep building up a Pokemon collection.
I have a decent Pokemon collection.
I do too.
You know, I'm only level 24.
If I ever play it again, I'm going on Nuzlocke. Run.
Okay, back to the game.
Back to the game. We are eating breakfast.
You are eating breakfast. And it's poisoned! No, not really.
It's an unidentified meat.
It is an unidentified meat.
That is okay.
You guys...
Wasn't one of us a vegetarian?
I wasn't.
Nope. Wait, are elves typically vegetarian?
Typically.
Depends on which series you're reading.
This one's not a
I
vegetarian.
mean, I typically run them more closer to the Native Americans, where they will eat meats and animals, but they tend to have more of a respect for the creatures, and they only eat. They use every part of the body, and they don't overhunt and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They eat what they need and they don't overdo it.
Yeah. So anyway, as the day grows brighter, you guys see that the storm ended during the night.
Oh, that's pretty. Lots of snow outside.
And by midday, Jeremy informs you that it is safe enough for you guys to go out, and he will take you to the castle in his wagon.
Thank you very much for the ride, Jeremy.
Yes, thank you.
He did. I've also gone out a couple times as well to hunt for any lost scars, and I did not see any.
Well, they probably froze in the middle of the night or something. Oh well.
Probably some really pretty statues somewhere around here. Well, maybe not pretty.
Terrified statues.
I wasn't thinking about what pose they'd be in. I just think they wouldn't be pretty.
Alright.
Unless there was a really effeminate card.
Anyway,
Do we need anything, do we need any information out of Jeremy before we head out to the castle?
Do you need any information or do you get any information? What was the question?
Both.
You can, I mean, are you looking for anything in particular? I mean, you can always ask him questions.
Well, now that I know that the Duchess is a demoness, I kind of want to know a little bit more.
You say that to which, so are you asking Jeremy about the Duchess?
Yes.
Who told you she was a demon?
The guards.
The same guards are terrified of her?
Yes.
He begins laughing. She is no demon. She earned herself that title when she slew all the other candidates for the Duke's marriage.
Ah, that kind of demon.
She is actually just very strong-headed and very status-oriented.
Well,
Okay.
apparently she slayed a bunch of people just so she could be a duchess.
Only 20 people.
Only?
That's not much.
Brian,
the size
you
of a-
do understand 20 is a lot for most people?
That's not even the size of a small village.
But it could be the size of a small village.
That'd be a very small village.
I understand that,
A small
however.
village is at least 100 people.
So it's about a fifth of a small village.
Why are we discussing the math here?
That was a very good
Because
question.
apparently some of us fail at math.
I don't fail at math.
I don't feel it bad.
I am right, it's a fifth, right?
That is correct.
Okay, I was just double checking. Don't make me self-conscious about my math.
Too late.
Don't make me self-conscious about my math.
Too late.
Dang it, you guys woke him up.
Sorry.
You would allow this one next to him.
You're louder than I am.
I wasn't laughing that loud.
Fight me. I'm not that quiet, guys.
I'm just making sure, okay?
I'm not that quiet.
I'm not saying you're that quiet. I'm saying you're that far away.
I'm not. You know what? Merp.
He moved the mic just as much far away as you moved from your chair. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Moving on, and now I'm moving it back because you moved a little closer. See?
Sounds good to me.
Alright, so the Duchess is not a demon.
No, she's just.
A demon in battle.
Yeah, what?
Ding dong.
What did you say?
Dark elf word for battle.
Wait, what did you say? I legitimately.
I mixed up bed and battle. So I said battle.
Oh, so you said a demon in battle. Yes, the Dark Elves' word for battle is battle.
Okay.
They charged into battle.
Yes. Bell toll.
No.
No.
Who doth the bell tolls? Not I.
But the bell tolls for
totally
everyone.
threw that.
No. Okay, you know what? As you guys continue traveling in the cart, do you have any other questions for Jeremy?
No.
Nah.
Now that you know that she's not an actual demon,
As far as he knows.
as far as he knows. He actually mentions that he went to school with her.
So if she is one, he's one too.
I assure you, I am no demon.
Demon would
That's
kill
what a
us.
demon would
We're
say.
a lot meaner than. We're a lot meaner.
No, that is a stereotyping.
Okay. Sorry.
Yes. Besides, saying you're not a demon is exactly what a demon would say.
It's also what a not demon would say. But a not demon would also say they were a demon.
Mm-hmm. So by that logic, you are one.
But also by that logic, if I was to say I was a demon, then you would also think I was a demon because I've already said I was not a demon.
That logic does not track no matter where
Okay, you know,
spinning
you
around
guys
you
work
take
out
it.
Makes
the
perfect sense.
paradox.
Which means I cannot be a demon.
Unless you're both a demon and not a demon at the same time.
Ah, but you see, that would be an interesting conundrum. If I was not a demon and a demon at the same time, would that mean that I was a physical human possessed by a demon, or would that mean I was a demon possessed by a human?
How would a
Mine
human
would.
Or just a
possess a
half
demon?
demon.
Wait, how would a human possess a demon?
Yes.
Well, okay, think about it. This demon's just wandering along, and this human summons him into his body, forcing the demon to give him extra strength and powers.
That would then make the demon possessing the human.
But
If
the
the demon's
demon
not in
wouldn't be in
control.
control, which is what the point of possession is. And why are we even discussing this?
Okay, let's just continue on.
We have nothing
Let's
else
just
to
say
discuss.
we're at the castle.
We have nothing else to discuss while we're traveling.
Let's just say we're at the castle. We're gonna skip the traveling
No,
part.
no. This is a pretty good traveling. I'm the GM here. Did I just pull the GM card?
Yes,
Yes.
you did.
Wow, it took us 4 episodes for me to pull the GM card. That is impressive. Yes, actually, you know what? Fine. I will let you guys get to the castle.
Thank you. I don't know what
continue
else to
this
say with
off
this conversation, anyways.
So, you guys make it to the castle gates, and before you guys get there, Jeremy does encourage you guys to cover up the Duke's body. We don't want to attract any unwanted attention.
Of course, and it's also the respectful thing to do.
Do you have an extra cloak?
Yes, I brought an extra cloak just for this.
Okay. Haul his body on my back. And cover both of us up in the cloak so it looks like I'm gonna have a hump.
You look like... Yeah, it's just successful, but it looks like this little person with this giant, lumped back, We're talking, full human-sized lump.
Igor!
No, this is a
No.
lump Igor would be jealous of.
What was the name of the hunchback on the prom?
Quasimodo.
Quasimodo then.
No.
No, this is still bigger than Quasimodo's.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Quasimodo squared.
So
More
you-
like cubed.
you guys pull up to the gate, to which the guards stop you. Please identify yourselves. I'm Jeremy, the Lumberjack, and I am bringing 3 travelers into the kingdom. The guards look at you. What's wrong with that one? Pointing to Humpback
I'm just
Brian here.
old.
You don't look old.
I have white hair. I'm old.
Brian, cut it out.
Is this some sort of medical condition?
Yes.
Yes.
It's contagious.
It is not.
The guards,
It's a mental condition.
what were you rolling for?
Trying to coerce them into thinking it was contagious.
You did not convince them that they were that you are contagious. Anyway, well, whatever it is, yeah, we'll just mark you down here for medical assistance and send you on your way.
Thank you. Can we see the Duchess, please?
Who are you asking?
The guard.
Not with someone who's sick like that.
Trust me, she's gonna want
It's
to see
very
him.
important.
I'm sorry, but the Duchess isn't some sort of healer, if that's what you've heard.
No. She's gonna want to see him.
We marked you down here for medical visits.
Okay, he's here for a medical visit. We're here to deliver a
I've heard
package.
the rumors about the beauty of the Duchess. And its healing prowess.
Roll.
Oh my word.
Fail. Okay, we shall walk him to a doctor. If you two need to go see
I
the
have
Duchess.
the point bring it all the way down to 0.
Wait. Okay, if you want to bring it all the way down to 0.
I mean, why not? I'm not using my karma for anything else. Let's see. At least we won't get a point.
Okay. You convinced them that you have such strong belief that the Duchess's beauty is so healing that they offer to let you go see the Duchess.
Really?
Brian.
Okay. We'll deal with you guys meeting the Duchess next time. We'll end it here. Like I said, you guys can email us at thegmbreakers@gmail.com and find us on Tumblr also the GM Breakers, and hopefully soon Twitter and Facebook. Hopefully. And, I mean, email us questions, comments,
Interesting storylines.
insults, no storylines.
Suggestions for crazy stuff for Brian to do next.
No!
You do plenty of that on your own, thank you very much.
I need inspiration sometimes.
Dude.
The game gives you inspiration and you know it.
Okay. Anyway, thank you for joining us, and hope you'll join us again. Like and subscribe, and take care.